Hello everyone, welcome to my final impressions of Swords and Soldiers 2. Already got a game going for you, so I can just cut to the chase. So, it's a lane-based strategy, as you can tell. And it's a pretty mediocre one at that, unfortunately. I'm a little bit disappointed to say this, because I like the original. Now, it's developed by Granimo Games, but currently exclusive to the Wii U. It's a $20 game on the eShop, 20 bucks. Which is a little bit much, considering what it is. So, in the game, you are building armies, and you are destroying the enemy side through... This is one of the campaign missions. And... there's a lot of problems I have with this game. First off, let's talk about the story. Nothing too eventful. It's quite mediocre. The writing is kind of okay. It's not anything great. In fact, I just did a final impressions on Skulls of the Shogun. That game beats the crap out of this game in terms of writing. I bet it had a smaller budget, and it's even $5 less, and it's a strategy game in itself that's just turn-based. Does way more for the genre than this game does. And this really comes down to the genre in some parts. Like, I do believe the production value could be better. But the genre of, really, if you can really call it, this lane-based strategy genre, there's not much you can do with it. It's really just, it's built from Flash games. And, you know, the original had that kind of charm. In a good way. Like, you know, it was a Flash game quality, but in the good way, where it was cheap, it was simple, it got right to the point. You know, this game does that too, but that game was also $10. This is $20. Now, this game, you know, I would have gotten a couple extra points from me if it didn't have, like, start removing stuff. So there's no online multiplayer. That's a problem, because the original did have online multiplayer, at least on PC. You can do local multiplayer, which is skirmishes, like, so, like, you can have one person play on the Wii gamepad, which is about to die, actually. Holy crap, I just realized this. Hold on. Live fixing right here. Alright, sorry about that. That was a little bit weird. Lost my genie in the process in the game. I wish they made the battery life on this thing better. Anyway, so yeah, player 1 plays on the gamepad, player 2 plays on the TV, and it's somewhat enjoyable. I mean, it's basically a skirmish mode, and you can also play against AI. There's 3 factions in the game. In the campaign, you play as a mix of 3. So that's why you see, like, I have, like, these demon kind of things going on. And I have these, it's like these 3, and I think this is between the others, but, so these 3 guys right here are the Persians, the new faction, which is kind of like the Aztecs. These 2, I believe, are the demons. This and this are the, I want to say this is like mixed between all of them, but it might be Persians only. And these are the Vikings. These are the gold farmers right here, so they're harvesting gold for me at the moment. Pretty cool, I guess. They up the animation quality a little bit. They're also better dressed. The other ones, they have these giant boobs. In the original game, they have these giant boobs hanging out, which I'm not not against, but no. It does look better this to an extent. Alright, so you also have a bunch of spells here. So right now, like this thing I planted, this cannon, I can launch attacks like this. And it also sends obviously spirit dudes, which are pretty adorable. You can also strike them down with lightning if I wish. Heal. It wasn't healing. Okay, I guess I can't heal it on that. Can't heal it on him though. They also do this rush really. The tooltips take forever to pop up. Tiger Leap, I believe, it was taken. I think it was like a berserk mode or something. It was from the original. A lot of stuff. This too, like this thing right here. That's kind of like the Thor hero power-up from before, from the original game, that kind of just took the hammer part, made it a lot less weak, a lot less strong, whatever. Words are hard. And Persians use donkeys to transport because why not? Overall, it's really going to come down to your preference of whether or not you want to spend just below 20 bucks on this. I personally wouldn't. I just find the original to play that instead. I was really disappointed with this one too. The game takes about 4 or 5 hours to complete, Not all the production values are great. Again, Skulls of the Shogun completely destroys this in terms of the external production values and depth. It's just, I know they're two different games, but this game just doesn't hold up in this regard, and it's even more expensive. That's so ridiculous. Didn't they get extra money from Nintendo or something? Maybe Microsoft gave 17-bit a little bit extra too. More than Nintendo did. That would be kind of a shame. And that's for their PC division. So yeah, also these hero units, these big guys, each side has one that can do different things. Some increase speed. That one in particular reduce the cost of units. There's bonus objectives in here. Some of them are really hard to do, like this one, like beat the level in 12 minutes or less. There was also full-on voice acting. Well, not full-on. In between the game, in between like the levels, there's full-on voice acting. And it's not, it's kind of alright. It's not that great. I'm sure the voice actor's fine, but it's just the voice direction I feel might be the problem.
Working the fields near the Stein Bridge, he uses his green fists to trim the bushes of bandits. Let's see if we can get in for a close look.
So this one's actually kind of cool. So this is the other one of the it's like the special abilities. So there's heroes and there's like special ability heroes. So yeah, it's pretty fun to mow through enemies like this. And you're supposed to get like, I thought I was hurting the sheep at first when I did this. Turns out you're not supposed to hurt the sheep at all. You're supposed to hurt into the troops, which is actually kind of hilarious. And this is what you can actually use this guy in the game, just right face on the other opponents. It's quite good. And it goes on so like that. Let's actually go to the options menu, and then I'll wrap it up here. So, overall, like, the sound assets are pretty good for the most part. The sound bites for some of the units are pretty good as far as RTS games I've played. It's one of the better ones. Voice acting is a little bit mixed, though. The music is pretty good, but nothing really stands out to me, unfortunately. Art assets are pretty good, although I've noticed something like low-res, some kind of like grain, black fuzzy grain over them. I don't know if you'll see it through the YouTube video, but I've seen it. It doesn't look pretty. No online multiplayer, huge problem. 4 or 5 hour campaign. Now it does have. Now if we go to the options menu here, this is about it. Just screen adjustments and separate audio sliders, which I could appreciate. Thank you for doing this. You guys do this, unlike, you know, another company I know. Nintendo! Mario Kart 8! Anyway. Again, it's all going to come down to your preference. If you really like the original game that much, and actually, in fact, I like the original game a lot, and I still didn't get into this that much. You might, but I certainly didn't. And I'm pretty much done with it after I beat the campaign, and it's pretty underwhelming. The original had some pretty cool scenario missions. Some actually decently done escort missions. This is one, it's really recycling between, like, just a few, like, one's, like, you have to escort one of your mobile base, and you have to just protect it. And some of these missions can just spike in difficulty when they do these types of things. Like, the typical skirmishes are not too bad in terms of difficulty spikes, but the scenario, like, the really scripted ones can be, like, just, you have to play by the rules so much. Just, like, you have to follow a strict path if you want to get, like, you know, the bonus objectives and stuff. And, you know, you can lower the difficulty, but it doesn't work for everything. There's a lot of difficulty spikes in this game, and that's what took me a while to complete this. Like, the last two, oh god. And again, there's not much to this game. It's just, unless I'm completely dumb, and I don't think I am, because I've been reading reviews on this, I don't think I'm missing anything. The game is just unintentionally hard. And Skulls of the Shogun may have put situations where the enemy's much stronger, but you did see a way out, and after a little bit of trial and error, you can easily ace through that stuff. Here, it's like a lot of trial and error, or just reading a walkthrough will allow you to get those bonus objectives done, and or get those higher scores. I would really just wait on this one if you can get it at a cheaper price on the Wii U, or if they wait until they announce a PC version, because that'll probably have online multiplayer. It'll have a lot more features. It'll be have better controls. You can play this thing with the stylus, and I didn't really show that because you don't see that on the screen. But yeah, control stick wise, it's not cool. And you can't even play this game with the gamepad in one-player mode. You can do it in two-player mode, but not one-player mode. What's up with that? So sick of having this thing that's like this gamepad. I have no use at all. It's just sitting there because everyone refuses to support it, despite the games having the ability to use those controls. Anyway, guys, I'm just gonna be repeating my point at this point. Save your money for now. Wait for a sale. Get it on PC when it comes out eventually, because it will come out. The almighty dollar, it's what speaks to every developer. They're gonna do it. There's no way Nintendo paid that much for the rights to keep this game exclusive. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.